Hello everyone, LadyPhoenix here. Welcome back to some more Final Fantasy IV, the 3D remake on the PC. So in the previous video, we reported back to Yang's wife and told him about his whereabouts in the Sylph cave. Went to the Sylph cave, woke him up and gotten 3 augments from him. Went back to his wife and gotten the knife, which is the strongest throwable item in the game. We also gotten 6 of the 8 Edolan friends. We still have 2 more to get, but we have to advance the storyline plot. We gotten the rat tail. We gave the rat tail to the guy at the adamant grove, and we got the adamantite, and we gave it to Coco for the Excalibur, but we can't get it right now. Storyline purposes, we gotta advance it a little bit. And we also got an Odin, which he used his famous move on me, surprisingly, but it didn't kill me, so no instant death. All right. Instantly, before, actually I should have said this before actually walking in here, you're going to be stuck into dialogue as soon as you walk into Mysidia. So if there's things that you want to do in the overworld, be sure to do it before, you know, coming here for whatever reason. If you're not worried about it, then it's whatever. So they're going to recite the thing all over again. Not that it matters, because we don't care. I'm here for the music and this beautiful picture. Wonderful. Can we? Yeah, there we go.
Pray now, with all your heart. Prophecy must be made reality. There is no other time but now. Behold, my children, she has heard our prayers. She is risen, the promised ship of light. The Lunar Whale!
Now that is a beautiful picture right there. Oh, did it? Okay. Yeah, I kind of spoiled that. Like, yeah, we're definitely going to the moon. More like we're gonna touch a control or thingy looking thing. We're not gonna actually speak it to move. Before we go, I cut off that awesome music. We have to talk to our Namingway friend. I forgot. I think he's over here and here to the left. Yes. Okay. Hi, buddy. Aw. No problem. Well, that rainbow pudding was a problem. Then the unexpected one was just like, really? Wedding way. Rose's love argument. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. So I want to give that to Cecil. This augment is based on whatever you gave the name back in the Fate March. But in this case, it's just Rosa's love augment. If you look at guides on this game, it will be question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. The darkness augment, I'm gonna say for another party member, so don't worry about it. It's actually powered up by the amount of times you covered a team member or party member, which only Cecil can do. So right there. It actually, we can replace it with attack, because I think it would be a little bit stronger. And I got in all those covers when I was grinding for that oh, what's it call it, that rainbow pudding. So yay. All right, so let's advance the storyline just a little bit. And by little bit, I mean literally going inside the Lunar Whale and landing on the moon. So, was it this thing? Does this control us or take us to the moon? Oh no, it controls it. Okay, I don't want to control it. That's the thing you use to control. This is you talk to the crystal to send you to the moon. Okay, wonderful. Actually, before going there, we can restore our HP and MP in these tube things right over here, so we never have to worry about ends, because, well, the Lunar Whale provides that for us. So no more spending money. Well, I wasn't spending money ever since I hit the Dwarven Castle, but it's there. All right, so you interact with this crystal here, and it will automatically take you to the moon. And here we are. This right here, this crystal palace, is where we need to go in order to advance the story. But let's the moon isn't exactly a big place. Let's just go ahead and fill this map out real quick. Kind of get a sense of what we're working with here. It's not too many places we can go to, but we're not gonna go to advance the story too much. Not in this video, at least. In the next video or so we will. There's some side stuff that we can do. Specifically going to the Namingway side quest, aka Grooming Way. That's what he is as of now. Alright, map is filled. So, it's not there. Where is it? No, that's not it. That's not it. That is a side area that I want to go to. Or is it? Matter of fact, let me double check. Okay, I know that's not it. That leads me to the main area. I can't remember. I think this leads me to a side area. If it is, I'm gonna immediately back out. And it'll just stay marked on the map. Oh, okay, no it isn't. Okay. But here's our friend right here. Oh yeah, we just got here. Oh. Namingway, the Lunarian. Okay. No problem. And that's it? You're not gonna give me anything? You doof. Okay. Yeah. You did. Okay. Well, we got, there, but the important thing is the sirens here. If you want to purchase them, they're 3,000 a pop. And they are hum. That's their thing. And you come over here with the sparkle, you get the level up augment. It essentially allows you to level up faster, which is good when you want to do the grinding stuff for level 70 on up to get the stats or whatever. And speaking of stats, the question mark augment, and this is another one of our Edolan friend, is good because it gives you a +1 on every stat. A lot of people arguably give it to the permanent 5th party member. I'm not going to spoil it, but the permanent 5th party member, the party member that I'm going to give darkness and focus to as an alternative, but it just makes more sense to just give it to Cecil. Aw, he was living his best life up here. Oh yeah, he's back here. But if you actually listen to Edge's thought, he hates the hummy. So, all right, so that does it for that. And since we technically landed on the moon, we can now go and get the Excalibur back. The question that I'm asking myself is, should I also look for Namingway? Because at this point, Namingway, this is the part where it gets tricky. So he's gonna spawn, it's a random location based on it varies from game file to game file. And this augment is very, very useful. It really is. So what location he appears for me will probably not be the same for you guys. But the augment is really, really useful. I am in a pickle. So I gotta go down to the underworld and get the Excalibur. Where am I as far as time? About 12 minutes in. I think I started at 104 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. At this point, like I said, it's gonna be a random location. In possible locations, which make sure you read in the description below. So let's just go ahead and get started. I will meet you guys back to whenever I find him. Hopefully it's not in something that's deep within, because some of the places that he's in, like the Sylph cave, he can be deep in the dungeon. So okay, anyway, let's look for him. Let's go ahead and look for him. I'm gonna start with all the chocobo forests. So here we are. Okay, so welcome back, guys. I was hoping I found him pretty soon. So this is where I'm at. I believe this is Sylph Cave B2, if I'm not mistaken. And in this chest right here is where we had found the Mage Masher. Again, this particular location is going to vary from game to game. Also, it should be noted that even if you save and do like a reset of the game, it does not change the location of this particular Namingway. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say it off. It'll also be a link in the I'll also put this in the description box. But any chocobo forests, there are 2, 4, 6 chocobo locations on the overworld: west of Baron, northeast of Fabul, south of Mount Ordeals, north of Troia, south and slightly west of Troia. Yes, there are 2 chocobo forests in Troia, one to the southwest-ish of it, and then also where we got the black chocobo, and the center of the ocean, which is not hard to find. It's directly above the town of Mist, Rydia's hometown. And then the underground lake B1, that's back in where we fought the Octomammoth, I believe that's what it's called. Go in from the Damncyan side of it, because it'll be on B1. If you don't see him on B1, then don't go further into the dungeon. It's kind of near the exit of the B2. Like if you come in from Damncyan, you'll see a doorway, and if you go inside that doorway, it'll lead you to B2. If you don't see him to the right right-ish of that area, then he's not in that location. The Mount Hobs summit, don't confuse that with Mount Ordeals. Mount Ordeals is where we became a paladin. Mount Hobs is where Rydia had learned fire, where she had to melt the ice in order to get to Fabul. So he'll be in the summit area somewhere. The actual town of Troia, you'll see a woman just laying on the ground. You think something's wrong with her, but she's actually sunbathing. He'll be over in that area, like near her. Sylph Cave B2, which is where I'm at. Like I said, this is where the Mage Masher is at. So in this particular area, if his location is Sylph Cave, and the final area, which is an optional area that we're actually going to go to in the next video, is the Lair of the Father, which is I don't think it's too far into that dungeon, because I think that dungeon is only three or four floors long, but the enemies there are pretty strong. So I hate to be you if that is the spawn. It's in like the northeastern corner. When we take on that dungeon in the next video, I'll show you guys the location of where he would be standing if that is your spawn location. But that is all the locations. Again, I'll list it all in the description box, so if you guys just kind of skimped over that. But yeah, so anyway, this is my location, thank God. I was hoping I didn't have to come back here, but Sylph Cave actually isn't bad if you know how to go around it, honestly. Thankfully he's not in a tough reach area. That, and we just left here with Yang, so I pretty much remember how to get to this area, and it also helps I knew exactly where he was at, so because he was in this area before for me. Absolutely. Safe travel augment. It negates all random encounters. Give it to Cecil, because Cecil is always in your party no matter what. You give it to them and you give it to them fast. Don't take that the wrong way. But you give it to Cecil. I'm not gonna quite use it just yet because there are, you know, new enemies that I want to show off. So let's get the crap out of here. We don't have to see Sylph Cave ever again, although the music is beautiful, but still. All right, so now that we officially landed on the moon, let's go to Coco's forge and get that Excalibur. And I'm probably going to end the video here because, you know, why not? I know it's probably going to be a shorter one compared to Monday and Wednesday, but don't you worry. Lair of the Father, it's gonna get on my nerves. Hey buddy, you're not ting-tinging away anymore? Dun, dun, dun. And Excalibur is not all that exciting. I really do hate to say that, but it really isn't. Yes, it's stronger, but it has Holy Elemental, and like I said, the Excalibur, there are a lot of enemies that are resistant to Holy. Honestly, I'm just gonna stick with the Defender for now. I mean, I will use the Excalibur, but not nowhere near as much as the Defender, especially in the next area. Oh, Cecil's gonna be tanking because I got Kick as his counterattack. Oh man, it's just best to do Kick as a counterattack, or have Cecil attack in the counter attack in general, because the enemies in the Lair of the Father, they all counterattack. They have a very high counterattack rate whenever you attack them. So yeah. With that being said, it's just best to draw attack, brace, and draw attack, brace, and auto counter with Kick. That's like the best way to handle enemies in the Lair of the Father. And I hate to be like that, but it's whatevs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and restore my MP, because we did go through a little bit of MP between cast and float, and I think I used a Firaga spell on a Marlboro with Rydia. Nothing too tough. Nothing to it really. Sylph Caves is pretty much abysmal. Although we did get quite a few level gains when we first got there. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to interact with the crystal. Not that cube-like device over there. Oh, it didn't take me long to find him. About 20 minutes. Granted, that was the second to last location. And Lair of the Father would be right over here, I believe. And unfortunately, we can't land right there. We have to land this big old thing right here. Go out this way. I just want to make sure it is the Lair of the Father. That, and if I get into a random battle, I'll show it off. Or not. Yes, Lair of the Father. That's what I want. Okay. So in the next I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And in the next video, we are going to traverse through the Lair of the Father, get some good equipment, and I'll also show you where the possible Namingway location is at, if he's in that particular area for you. But that's about it. So if you'd like to see more Let's Plays or weekend walkthroughs from the channel, please be sure to click on the links in the description below. But until then, you guys take care and have an awesome day.